I think it's important to start with the notion that it's still better in Ukraine today than it was in Soviet times. However, I don't think one should be satisfied with being better than Ukrainian socialist Soviet Republic was. One should be looking for achieving as close to full potential as possible, which has happened in Central European countries. Why has it not happened in Ukraine? And I think here that I would emphasize, look, wrapping yourself up in the flag has always, by intellectuals over the centuries, never been considered to be true patriotism. Fine, you can be supportive, you can emphasize the positive, but you also have to be open-minded and critical about shortcomings. The leadership of Ukraine has disappointed the much more democratically oriented people. Look, nobody expected after the failure of the Orange Revolution that the people were ready to come out again, yet they did. They did, and there was this big Euromaidan thing with European orientation and an understanding by the people who did that this was not enough. And one of the elements of that understanding, from my experience of talking to people and reading, is that they were aware of this comparison that I made, that Poland and Ukraine used to be at about the same level of well-being, income, and that today Poland is 3-4 times higher. How come? We want to have the same as Poland got. There should be a continued pressure on this, and I think that one should be pushing political leaders to think less about their own pockets and more about the national interest, because it is only they who can really do this. Fine, people will come out on the street and will chase away a bad guy like Yanukovych, but they cannot walk into government offices and then operate the country properly. That has to be done by a smaller coterie of political and bureaucratic leaders. What can we do to make these people have more of a national conscience, to do more for the nation and what is good for the nation? Clearly, it's not there yet, because if it was there, we would have seen corruption control information that's much better than it is. It's the leadership that has been most disappointing, not the people. One of the heroes of the libertarian economist, of free economy movement in the West, in America, represented by such outfits as the Cato Institute and others, is an Austrian economist by the name of von Mises. And von Mises, in one of his books in the early 40s, wrote something like, whenever you see a bad economic performance, you can be sure that this is due to bad leaders.